You are listening to the People-Centric Podcast, where we talk through the toughest challenges that people face at work and give practical advice to fixing those challenges. Thanks for joining our movement to create workplaces that are happier, healthier, aligned, and empowered by putting people at the center of all that we do.
Hey, people-centric leaders. We are so excited to have you here today because Diana and Bethany want to start a business. They are super, super excited about this. They're pumped up. It's not really. We're doing this as a play. This is a device that we're going to use to kind of explain something. But this is what we're using, and this was not my idea. This was Diana's and Bethany's idea on how we're doing this. So just putting that out there. But they're going to start a business today. Diana, are you excited about the business?
I'm really excited. I cannot wait. Bethany, as my business partner, how excited are you?
I think we're going to kill it
We're going to kill it.
in the best way possible.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. And what kind of business? So first of all, if you're going to go start a business, the question is like, what kind of business are you going to start? What are you going to do?
We're going to sell lemonade.
Lemonade. Everybody loves lemonade.
Refreshing. It's hot outside. A lemonade stand.
You can do a lemonade stand. Are you going to do like a shop, or are you just going to do something like by the side of the road, or what's that going to look like?
Side of the road for now. We don't have a shop. You know, we're not rich.
Yeah, we're not rich.
Do you guys have a name for it?
Lululemon.
No, you can't.
Oh, no.
No.
Not.
Apologize to the Lululemon people. They're gonna...
Oh,
We are definitely not using that name.
oh, my bad. I don't know. What are we going to call it, Bethany?
I don't know. I'm not very good at naming businesses, but yeah.
Audrey's Lemonade.
But Audrey's not running the business, but we could do like
It's in honor of.
lemonade stand.
What is it?
Just use our first initial.
B&D. I like it.
EMDs, whatever order you think, you know.
B&D. B&D sounds, it rolls off the tongue.
Okay, so you're going to call it B&D's Lemonade?
Yeah.
I like that you won't use a child's name because they're not running the business. I'm just going to point out, how does Wendy's operate? Because I've never seen Wendy behind the counter. I'm just telling you right now.
And honestly, I think Andy's was started before Andy was old enough to run it. He runs it now, but.
That's true. If you're in the Midwest and you enjoy a little Andy's frozen custard, yeah, that's right. That was named after. So, Bethany, don't limit the kids. They could run a business. So, okay. So B&D's Lemonade. Okay. So we're going to, for you to, what's the goal of you to run this business? Do you just want to do it for fun, or do you want to maybe even make some money doing this thing?
Your face, not for fun for Diana.
Listen, no one runs a business for fun. You run it to get rich. I don't understand.
Yeah, Bethany, how about you? Why do you want?
I was hoping for a little bit of fun along the way.
You picked the wrong partner. I'm telling you right now.
I don't have to have fun with her. I'll have fun with our customers and making lemonade. So
there you go.
I would like to make some money too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's
it's good to like what you do, but that's not the goal here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you open this lemonade stand and you're going to go out into somebody's neighborhood, where are you opening this stand up, and where's your first location going to be?
Well, I don't have much of a neighborhood, so not mine. But Diana lives in a neighborhood, so we could maybe test run it there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a pretty active neighborhood. Yeah.
There's a lot of people out walking in your neighborhood. And Diana, it seems like your area might be strategic because it's in an area where the weather is mild throughout the course of the year.
Correct.
So it's not going to be super hot at any time. People make lemonade all year round.
Yeah. Yeah. We could expand our offerings at some point and do hot chocolate.
Okay. Wow. Settle down. All right.
Just saying.
Okay. I'm glad you didn't call it Lululemon now, because now
that's true. Oh my gosh. But it is called B&D's Lemonade. Oh my gosh. Now we've made a mess.
Okay. How about B&D's is not just Bethany and Diana's, but it's beverages and drinks.
Boom!
Okay. All right. You got a good idea. Yeah. I felt like 10 listeners just drop off just now. But yeah.
True.
Yeah. They're like, what?
Nope.
What? I listened to this for knowledge. What are we doing? Like, stay
What are
with
we
us.
doing?
Okay.
Stay with us. Stay with us. Okay. So now you guys are really excited about this lemonade idea. I can feel it, right? I can do this. But
Yeah.
as your consultant for the day, I have to tell you one thing. If your goal is to make money, we have to really track and see like where does the money going to come from? We got to understand like I want to make sure you still have money at the end of the day because you're running a business. So let's talk a little bit about this and let's figure out where are you going to get your money from. So let's start off by talking about your revenue, which is the money you're going to earn.
Mhm.
How much money do you think you can earn opening a lemonade stand? Like what's your goal when you first open this up?
Well, it depends on how much we charge
Right.
for one thing.
$1 a cup.
$1 a cup.
Yeah.
That's a
To
pretty
make it
good place
easy.
to start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna charge $1 a cup. About how many cups do you expect to sell maybe in the first month?
How many
Oh, the
in
first
first
month,
month?
I was like 100.
Okay, let's go by the first day. It's easier to think
How
about
many
that.
neighborhood walkers do you have, Diana?
I mean, I think the first day I could sell 50.
You think you can sell 50 cups?
Yeah, in a day.
Bethany, you look like did not believe Diana when she said
It
that.
seems like a lot of traffic for your
There's a
neighborhood, but
lot.
I haven't been watching, so.
I live on a very hip street. Like, it's a main thoroughfare. It's gonna be fine.
There's
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So if you sell 50 cups, I had 20 jokes in my head, Diana, that I just choked on. I couldn't, I'm just not, I'm gonna hold on to all of them. If you want to reach out, listeners, if you want to know what some of those jokes were, message me. You can go to our website and send me a message and I'll tell you one of them. But I just choked on some of the jokes. But moving on, if you sell 50 cups in the first day, how much revenue will you have?
Well, for like the year, I need a calculator.
Just for
You
the
want
day.
to do a
Just for the
day?
day.
Oh, just for the day. Well,
For the day.
$50.
$50.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got $50. So you're going to make $50.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Kind of.
how are you going to distribute the $50 amongst the two of you?
Well,
50-50.
50-50. So do you each expect to make $25?
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the problem, Diana. Maybe this is what you're not thinking of, is that because you two aren't both 8 years old, your mom's not going to give you free lemonade and free cups and all the things. So
Yeah.
like you guys are both adults, so you have to buy those things. Maybe you didn't think
Right.
about that.
yeah.
So that you're talking about like the cost of the company.
Yeah, yeah. So let's talk about like the costs of the goods that you're going to sell, right? Which,
Oh,
by the
that's
way, in the business world are called COGS,
dogs.
costs of goods sold, right? So it's the cost, what costs you to sell the lemon. So if you sell a cup of lemonade, what are you selling? Where did you get it?
You had to go to, it depends on how fancy we're going, Diana, which we didn't talk about that because I feel like if we were going to make a lemonade stand, it'd be a little bit bougie,
It
but
would
still
fresh
not,
pressed lemons and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, but not like too expensive. So we would probably
No.
go somewhere in the middle, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we thinking? That would be like for one day, our costs of goods.
I mean, we gotta buy, let's talk through the things we have to buy. You have to buy lemons, you have to buy sugar, you
Sugar.
have to buy cups, you gotta buy straws, you probably gotta buy napkins,
Okay.
right? Like, are those the things we have to buy?
I think that's the main stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
we could do strawberry lemonade, but for day one, let's not.
Okay, great.
So I like you're thinking about like we could do strawberry lemonade.
Ice. Do we need ice?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
you have to buy ice.
Yeah.
And how do we get our water? We
Well,
just buy
you
water.
house with water.
It was the 90s. You just run a hose out there and just fill up the cups as you needed to, but it's not the 90s anymore, so you're gonna have to get some
It's
water.
not, and we're bougie, so we're gonna need like filtered water, you know,
Oh my
Or
gosh.
sparkling water.
or
Ooh.
sparkling water.
Okay, okay. Well,
Okay.
so okay, so I just did some quick math
Oh,
on all of that stuff. And so you're going to sell $50 in the first day, but to get all of that stuff, it sounds like it's going to cost you about $30
A day?
a day to buy all that stuff. Yeah, to buy the cups
Okay.
and stuff.
Well,
That's
so then
probably
Bethany and I only get $10 a day.
Yeah, so you had $50. That's right. That's good. Good job, Diana. Yes. It seems like you spent $50 or you're going to get $50, right? But then you had to
Uh-huh.
spend 30 to get the 50 because you had to buy the cups that are going to be used.
Right.
You bought the water, you bought the ice, you bought the straws, you bought everything, you bought the sugar, you bought the
Yeah.
lemons, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you're going to get how much is left over? It's about $20. So you each get $10 each.
It's not as much as
Well, and then we need money to like buy more supplies.
as for the next.
Well, for the next day, yeah. So the next day you're going to sell 50 the next day, hopefully.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think word of mouth will happen and we'll sell 100 at some point.
Okay, that's right. So if you sell 100 and it costs you $30 to do the 50, then it'll probably cost you about $60 to sell the 100, right?
Yeah.
So you're talking about what you're talking about there is called the gross margin, right? And if it's 30 over 50, that's about a 60% gross margin, right?
That doesn't sound bad.
That doesn't sound terrible, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, that's a 40% gross margin.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Stop.
I just stopped. It's
Wait,
50%.
Going with it.
yeah, that's a 40% gross
That
margin.
still doesn't sound bad. That's still pretty okay. I
Yeah,
don't I don't
after
know
you pass
anything about business finances. So is that a good gross margin?
a 40% gross margin in the lemonade markets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not terrible. I think that's probably what you could expect. So, how do you feel about you thought you were going to make $25 each a day, now you're making $10 a day? How do you feel about it?
Well, it's not enough to go buy more things that we need for the next day. So I'm just throwing that out there. If it was
Mhm.
$30 a day and we have $20 together, then we're
Mhm.
not, I mean, it's okay, but it's not great.
Yeah, or even to go buy stuff for the first day, because where are you going to get that money, right? So you're not making enough money to even pay for the stuff that you're buying stuff. So it sounds like you're going to need to get a loan,
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, a small business loan or something.
or you're going to have to invest
Or
your own
raise our
money into it,
prices, right?
put your own capital.
Invest your own money.
How would you each feel if you put like $50 down, each of you, into the business?
I mean, seeing as how we can probably make that up in like 5 days, I'm okay with it.
Okay. Bethany, you agree with that? You okay with that?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
I was thinking we could just increase our prices, but that's fine.
Could do
Well,
that.
you could do that and you could increase your prices if you think that the market would take that. But I mean, when we first started talking about this, you thought it was going to be about $1 a glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think you lose customers if you charge more than $1.
Yeah, you could just charge $1 billion and all you got to do is sell one and then you're a billionaire.
That's got
That
to be a really good lemonade.
That's
seems good.
a, you're Diana's neighborhood. It'll be, I don't know.
We just have to wait for the right buyer. That's it.
That's it. And then you just sell the one, and then
The
you give
one
them all the
lemonade.
ice they want, right? Just whatever they need.
Heck
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's keep going down the lemonade stand because I think there's something you guys have not thought of on this
Oh,
lemonade stand is the lemonade stand.
okay.
Where are you selling the lemonade at? You have the lemonade, you have the cups, we have the straws, we have the ice, but you don't have a lemonade stand. You don't have a place.
Oh, yeah. Well,
That's true.
Bethany's very handy. I'm sure you can make one.
Yeah, I can totally make one
You could make one. How are you going to do that?
with wood and hammer and nails. Obviously.
And her giant brain.
Why are you being sassy about it? I thought you were gonna be like, I know you well enough that I'm like, you'd go on Facebook Marketplace and you'd find some cool like basement bar that somebody had that they were selling for.
Or I could repurpose something, or I could find something. I'm pretty cheap. That sounds bad. But I could use the things that I have stored in my basement, or I would find something for free and then like refurbish it. But we might not find it in time. Sometimes you have to wait it out for that stuff.
Okay, okay. So you think
So,
you could build one for $100 in materials?
oh yeah, easily.
Does that sound pretty fair? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So now if you think about how much money you need to start, that $50 each no longer is enough for you to start the business. So you're both probably gonna have to put more money down into it.
Or we could ask our friend Dawn to fund us.
Yeah, he's loaded.
Yeah, He is loaded. He's got so much money. He has sold so much lemonade in his life. Well, I'd be happy to lend you guys the money. You need some extra money
Oh,
for that?
we need at least $100 more.
At least
For that stand, yeah.
you're
Yeah.
looking for $200
Yeah.
that you'd like to get. Okay, well, I need to get something for that $200. So can I just charge you like a 10% interest rate on that? Does that sound fair?
No. No.
5%.
Yeah, like 1%. What are you?
We'll
Like,
negotiate. Bethany said five. I like five better. You 5%. If you went to the bank, would you get 5%? You wouldn't get 5% now.
no, you would not. You'd probably get 9.
Okay, well, I can go to the bank and get nine. So why are you trying to charge me five?
You
I'll
have
give
to
you nine.
negotiate it. Negotiate.
Because it's a good investment.
Okay, I'll give you 9% if you give me free lemonade for life.
We'll give you 1 free lemonade a day for life.
That's smart. That was because what I was about to do is I was about to open a competing lemonade stand across the street and just keep going buy lemonade and selling it, and then I had no cost.
I knew it. I knew it. See
Mm.
this? I don't trust anybody.
You got me. You got me really good. I know everybody's listening to this going like, where are you going with this? Where are you going? Okay, so you're making $10 a day each.
Yeah.
There's nothing left on it. Are you guys both going to work at the lemonade stand all
Yeah.
the time?
I am. Yeah.
You're going to do
Yeah.
that. Okay. And you're going to take your salaries out of it and you're going to make $10 every day.
Yeah.
So you borrowed money from me. I'm charging you interest on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're losing money there, but you're going to take $10 each out. You're going to take every dime that you make out of the business.
I guess he's kind of right. We should probably save some to like reinvest back in the business. I don't know how this works.
Yeah, this is where it gets tricky because also we have to live, Diana. What are we gonna do?
No,
Should we forget everything at this point? I don't
Maybe
know.
this lemonade stand was a bad idea.
This is a bad idea. Maybe you're getting into this and realizing what 95% of business people who start a business realize is like that wasn't as good idea as I thought it was going to be.
Or this is really a lot harder than I expected.
Thought we were gonna be so rich.
I made $50 today. Yeah, you made 10 each, and then you got nothing for tomorrow if you wanted to do something different. Because the lemonade stand might break down.
Mm.
Yeah, because Bethany used a free bar.
Hey. Hey, yeah.
I'm just saying, it's a possibility. Possibility.
How are you going to get people to stop at your lemonade stand?
Oh, we haven't talked about marketing.
Yeah, because at first you said word of mouth, Diana, but I was like, I feel like that's gonna wear off
It will, yeah.
at some point.
What if you and I dress like lemons and
I
dance
do
around?
like that. That's a good idea.
Yes, yes. Now we're
People
talking.
can take pictures with us. We could charge a little bit for that.
For the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why people
Or
would
accept tips.
Are you going to develop the pictures and hand them out?
I don't know why people would want.
We can post it on social media.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could call it getting squeezed. We could like sandwich them.
Between two lemons.
Pay $1 to be squeezed by two
Get
lemons.
squeezed.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a thing. I feel like it's a thing.
That's a good campaign.
So you have to go buy 2 lemon suits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And probably a sign that says like get squeezed. Yeah.
Get squeezed. Okay.
It's gotta be good. We can't like do like cardboard.
No, it's got to be like a good sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we might want to do some like social media ads so that people know about getting squeezed,
We could do some ads. That's not a huge investment. We could start low on that and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm just doing some quick calculations here. And in a month, I would expect you to make if you work 20 days a week, you're going to have about $1,000 in revenue.
20 days a month.
20 days a month. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. You can't work 20 days a week. That's
I would
impossible.
try.
You could try it. If you could do it, you could make some money.
If anybody could, we
Yes.
could.
But if you work 20 days a month, you're going to make about $1,000 a month at this lemonade stand. So you're talking about $12,000 a year in revenue.
Okay.
Right? But unfortunately, it costs you 60% of that just to lose in the cups and the water and all that stuff. So you're going to spend $600 on all that other stuff. So it's going to leave you about $400 left over. Then you two are paying yourselves, but you said that you're
Month?
going to pay
400 a
yourselves,
month?
not $10. What did I say?
I'm sorry.
It's going to cost you 600. It's going to cost you 600. You're going to get to keep $400 a month.
Okay, so each month our revenue is the amount of money that we make is $1,000.
Correct.
And then our cost of goods
It's 6.
is $600.
Correct.
So
Yes.
then our profit,
Yeah, your gross profit.
gross profit, thank you, is
400.
$400. But as we were just talking about, you guys are going to do some marketing, you're going to do some social media ads, you got to pay yourselves, and you recognize you can't pay yourself everything because you won't have anything to invest in the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was just figuring that out, and the costs of the suits and the stuff and all that other things and paying yourselves and stuff and giving yourselves a little bit of a salary on top of that is going to cost you about $300 a month.
So then what do we have at the end? What's our actual profit? What do
Yeah,
you call that?
also called net profit, Diana.
Net profit.
That's net profit. So that's after you pay for the cost of goods sold, which we talked about are the cups, the things that go along. The more you sell, the more expenses you have, right? And the other stuff is when you have a stand, like you only have to do that once. You buy 2 lemon suits, you'll never buy those again. You get to keep those.
You bet we do.
You bet we do.
Those won't be sitting at
So
home.
the two types of cost you're talking about, fixed cost, one time, I don't have to do it again,
That's
or
right.
it's the same all the time.
Yeah.
Versus variable costs.
That's well said. That's good. I like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So you lay that out. So your net margin at the end of the day would be about 10%. So for every $1,000 you make, you get to keep, you have $100 left over to split amongst both of you.
Yeah.
So you started off thinking you were making $50 a day total. And what we found out is actually you're making $50 a month each.
Yeah.
Well, this is a bummer.
This is a bummer.
Like,
How passionate are we about lemonade?
is this normal? Like, is that normal? Like, are we, what do all businesses do?
Is this necessary? Is my question.
It's necessary.
So let's be strategic about it. Let's forecast it out. So you two are both unhappy with how much money you'd be making, it seems like.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what could we do to make more money? So let's talk about like what could you do to make more money?
Well, Bethany said we could raise our prices, which I'm in for. Let's do that.
I think
And
especially if it's bougier.
yeah,
then
we'll make it bougier.
make
Or
it
yeah,
a
we'll
little.
say it's
How are
we
you gonna
can
make it bougier? Or are you just gonna
we'll
like
just type up. No, we'll be like
We're just saying it's not powdered
yeah,
lemonade.
it's not powder, it's fresh lemonade.
So this is worth more than $1.
Yeah.
so you're saying the same lemonade that you were selling for $1 before, now you're just gonna say it's bougier and now it's worth $2?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
yep, it's a marketing ploy. Yeah, PR. And we can sell more lemonade. Like, at what point do we sell more than the $50 a
But I
day?
have a question because if we're just gonna sell more lemonade, we probably have to have like another location or something, or feels like our market will dry up.
Well, and if we're selling more, we have to buy more supplies, right? That's what Don was saying earlier about the like variable costs.
Right. So you're gonna get your fix. So if the model stays the same, right, and you're getting only that, you're only getting to keep the 40 cents on the dollar, or the net margin of 10 cents on the dollar. If you sell more and you just buy more lemonade stands and keep scaling it like that, you're still only getting 10 cents on the dollar. So the way that you make 10 cents is you have to sell $1 to make 10 cents.
So we should save money somewhere.
Well, that's the other way of doing that. How could you save money?
I think there's other marketing things we could do that's maybe not as high of cost. Well, for one thing, we don't have to buy any more costumes because we already have them, so that's good, like we said.
True. Could we change our lemon supplier and get like cheaper lemons? Still
Maybe.
good quality, just cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's
like that
probably a different
idea.
lemon supplier. So let's say you save 10 cents per on the dollar for that. Let's say now your $1,000 or your $600 worth of supplies for the $1,000 a month now only costs you 500. And so now you get to keep 20 cents on the dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Better,
So
better.
that's kind of interesting. So like if you think about that, what we just said is if you wanted to make 10 cents more, the first thing you guys said is let's go sell more, right? Every business does that. We're going to go make more money. Let's go sell more stuff. So we get really excited about selling more stuff to make more money, but you only get to keep 10 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
But if you save 10 cents in lemons, how much of the 10 cents do you get to keep at the end of the day?
All of it.
All 10 cents of that.
Yeah. So it makes more sense to cut expenses than to go sell more.
Yeah, it's more fun to sell more.
Yeah, cutting these expenses is not easy.
We don't get excited about cutting expenses. People don't like to talk about that. We get into it and you talk about the bougie lemonade, and you guys were quickly like talking about straws and
A cheaper
cups
one,
and things like that.
Yeah.
biodegradable.
Yeah. What are
Yeah.
some other, so if we're talking about cutting costs, what are some other ways you can cut costs on a lemonade stand?
We're gonna have to have cheaper cups and cheaper straws.
We could buy in bulk. Sometimes that saves you money too. If you
That's
buy
true.
buy in bulk on those kinds of things, then it's less per cup or whatever it is that we're buying.
What if you went a
Or,
different way and you bought like good cups, like actual cups that you would keep,
oh,
and then
like reusable ones. I like that.
reusable cups, and then like either people could save them and come back and you give them a little discount if they use their own cups, or
Yeah,
they drink their lemonade right there with you and they leave the cup and then you can reuse the cups.
I like
Ooh.
that. I like that.
That would save you some
Yeah.
money.
What if we lay off Bethany?
That
Okay.
would save you a lot of money. It's called a corporate takeover. Um,
Whoa.
yeah.
You should
I was
have
just
said that
asking
first.
for a
Dang
friend. I
it.
don't know. I just
Didn't see that coming.
we were we were saving money, and it seems like the most expensive thing we have is me and Bethany.
You could make twice as much if I wasn't there, I guess. So, okay. Well,
Saying it's a good business move.
Well, it's an excellent point, Diana, because actually in most businesses, the most expensive thing that they have are the people that are there, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is in our business. Like we ain't cheap.
You guys are all super expensive. In fact, I'm just thinking as we're going through this exercise on this podcast, how much money we're spending as a business right now doing this podcast to do this really funny lemonade story that people are listening to going like, I've listened to this podcast for a long time. This is different. This feels like a different
it's so different.
different episode, right?
But
Yeah.
if you're sticking with us, you should be learning something.
If you stuck with this, you should be picking up something. And so what are people learning from this? Like why are we doing this? Why are we having this conversation about starting a business with a lemonade stand?
Here's the deal. We work with a lot of companies and we have seen the inside of a lot of organizations, and the number of times that even higher level employees don't understand the basic finances of a basic company is like, I don't know, I want to say like 70%. That's probably a little high, but like so many people
Yeah.
just blanket don't understand. And I think that it's because you get to a level at some point where you're like, well, I don't want to ask this question, but I don't understand this stuff. And it's not something that you're just sort of taught, it's thrown at you. It's here's the business, here's the bottom line, right? And so all the stuff that goes into it, people just don't talk about or think about or have the real knowledge on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I work at the lemonade stand and I don't understand how I'm making money,
Mhm.
and I think I don't know why you make me buy these bulk cups when they sell cups right down the street. It's easier for me to get those.
Hmm.
Or why are we using these lemons instead of the powder?
Yeah.
It would just be easier to use the powder. Then I might make decisions that might cost the company more money or impact the whole strategy of the business, right? When you talk through it. We took a super simple example and you guys got really deep into it to figure out like how complex it was, right? Do we do
Yeah.
bougie lemonade? Do we do powdered lemonade? What's the cost look like? And the first decision seemed really easy of like, we're going to make great lemonade. It's going to cost this. We're going to charge this. We're going to do this. And then when you got into it, you're like, I do not like those numbers. We're going to change the cost. We better change the product. We better change this. We better do more marketing. We better reduce this cost. We better cut labor. We better think about what all those things are, right? That's we see that a lot in terms of businesses. If you don't know, if your people don't know, if you own a business and your people don't understand that, they make decisions every day at that lemonade stand that cost you money.
Mhm.
They don't understand it.
Or I think the other part that I was going to add was like, or it just creates some disengagement. And I think that there's a lot of business leaders who just underestimate that, who think like, my people don't need to understand the numbers. They don't need to understand the finances. It's not for them to know. There's things they won't understand. And that's the exact reason why they should know, is because they don't understand. So they're creating a story around what the reality is about the finances that may not really be true because they don't have all the information to help them understand that. And so most of the time, what we've seen is employees then inflate what they think the organization that they're in is making, because they're looking at their leaders and they automatically assume they're all just like patting their pockets and they're making a ton of money. Or hey, they're doing quick calculations to say, we charge customers this much and this is how much they're paying us every day. And so they do the quick math and then they look at, here's how many employees we have and here's how much we're all making. That doesn't seem to add up. What's going on? Our leaders must be taking all the money, or they're holding something back from us. And so then we get these really negative stories that come out from employees' perspectives.
Yeah, absolutely. And they make up those stories because there's a lack of information on it, right? People will make it up. They'll fill in the gaps for
Yeah.
whatever's out there. So yeah, so that's why we're doing this episode for several things. Is one is help you to understand, but if you're a frontline employee, running a business is more complicated than you think it is. That's something I've been surprised when I got into consulting. I thought actually consulting is a really simple business. You just get in and you do a thing and you get paid for it. It's good. And consulting is a relatively simple business compared to some businesses that we work with. But still, the amount of financial reporting and things we look at, and we know things like our margins, we know things like how much things cost, we know how much time we spend, and we make decisions on a daily basis. Should we get a bigger office? Should we add new chairs to our office? Should we invest in training? Those kinds of decisions all fit into some business model that, as the owner, I have to understand what is that going to do? What's the impact for that? Should we hire new people? What's that going to do? That's an additional expense. Those things. And then as the employees, understanding that those decisions are difficult and understanding that you do have a huge impact on it, even if you're not the salesperson. A lot of times people look to the salespeople and say, go sell more stuff so we can make more money. You actually have more of an impact by the decisions you make on a day to day in terms of controlling expenses inside the company than even a salesperson can. Because for every dollar you save the company, that dollar goes straight to the bottom line. Let me ask the last question here is, as two lemonade stand owners, like what are you going to do with the money if you're making money on this? You kind of talked a little bit about that, but if you were starting to make a little bit of a profit, based on the conversations that we had and the things that we put out, what should you do with the money? Are you just gonna you pocket it? What do you do with it?
We could.
Well, I mean, we
Okay.
were talking about another location, right, Bethany? So we gotta think about what that would do. And maybe we want like a refrigerated stand or something a
Oh,
little bit easier to like make the lemonade with. Maybe we want an automatic press instead of a hand press. I don't know.
yeah. Yeah. And then I don't know, if we need somebody else to
Ooh,
help run the other location. Depends. It could be just me and you right now, but
yeah.
then we don't get to work next to each other all the time. So if we want to hire somebody, we might have to invest in that at some point.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I love the things you're talking about here because that's something that I think a lot of people forget is business owners, when they do make a profit, if they're smart, they're putting some of that money away and reinvesting it back into the business and thinking about, okay, what do I think about expansion? How do I invest back into the team? How do I invest into the equipment, the marketing, growth, my time, all of those different things? That's hard to do. And don't forget that this whole story started off with them borrowing money. So they started in the hole. They actually started in debt to start the business, which is something else that I think a lot of folks forget is when you start a business, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money to start that business. So, well, we hope you liked our lemonade example, and we
I
hope you
like
can all get out to Tacoma and check out a little B&D lemonade, right? Is it B?
come get squeezed.
Come get squeezed.
Come get squeezed.
Also, guys, horrible marketing ideas that go nowhere.
Come get. So you're.
It's good.
I just also want to say, like, your idea, Diana, is come get squeezed, and the two of you are going to wear lemon outfits.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
It's a very bad idea.
I feel like you might need security out there. I'm just telling you. Like,
It's a bad idea.
Really too.
Mhm.
figure,
Yeah, it's a bad
just
idea.
telling you, I see a problem. Just be careful
It's a problem. Yeah. Mhm.
out there.
You're
But
casting a problem for us. Okay,
Yeah.
For
that's
sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
which would be another cost, by the way. But
that'd be another cost for you to add on to that. Now you're not making as much money. So we hope you had as much fun with this one as we did. Go out there and have a refreshing day and let us know what you thought. And if you want to hear about my jokes that I did not tell, those will be in the outtakes. So catch you next time. Thanks for joining the People Centric Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the People Centered Podcast. We are so grateful for you joining us every week. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Also, feel free to share on your social media with everyone that you know. It really does help us. If you would like to contact us, I have put our information in the show notes. Please reach out anytime. We love hearing from you. We will be back next week with a new topic. Until then, be well and